This is the message that I'm receiving from the divine, the universe, from my spirit guides, for whoever is drawn or feels called to this message. And it's simply a question. Is there something that you want to do in this period of your life? Is there something that you know is something you feel called towards, drawn toward, that you want to do, and yet you just haven't done it? There's always been some excuse, there's always been a reason, there's always been an influence, whether external or internal, that stops you from doing this thing. Whether it's the inner critic, who are you to do this thing? Who are you? Who do you think you are? The voice of society, the voice of the people around us, our own internalized voice that we believe is our own, and it's not. I was having a chat with a new friend of mine today, and I was saying that I truly believe our true intelligence lies in the heart. It's not in the mind. Whatever voices you hear, whatever logical reasoning you can come up with, you will always play both sides. You'll always play devil's advocate. I could do this, but I should do this, but oh, I didn't do this, so I'm this, that, the other. And it feels like there's this pressure on your chest, almost like you can't breathe. Almost like every time you breathe in, the pressure gets harder, making it harder for you to exhale, harder for you to push your chest out. And so you kind of like shrink and shrink and shrink and cave in. You're just like, you shrink, you shrivel. You aren't living up to your full potential, and you know it, and it frustrates you. And this frustration leaves you down a cycle of self-loathing and self-criticism, which makes you shrink even more. What is stopping you from doing the thing that you want to do? And this thing doesn't have to be change the world, life-changing. It could be, I want to wake up in the morning and go for a walk. And then every morning comes around and you press snooze and snooze and snooze. And you make excuses for why you stay in bed. You make excuses for why you'll do it tomorrow. You make excuses. People you don't want to see out there. It's too hot. It's not hot enough. It's raining. It's confirmation. It can be as simple as, I want to set this thing, this goal, this tiny thing that I want to bring into my reality. And you're just not doing it. You're not waking up in the morning. You're not opening your notebook and writing a sentence. You're not waking up to see the sunrise. That's my one. That's my one. You're not starting that podcast. You're not starting that YouTube channel. You're not reading a chapter of that book every day, even though you said you would. You're not picking up weights. You're not dancing. You're not talking to your inner child. And this is not to call you out or judge you, because I'm just like you, human. But we must ask ourselves why. Why are we not doing these things? And then the intelligent answer needs to come from our physicality, our human heart, where our intelligence lives, and our body. If you can't wake up in the morning to go for a walk, what does that say about the health of your body? That you don't have the energy, that you don't have the willpower to wake up in the morning and feel alive enough to go for a walk? What does it say about the state of your mental health? What does it say about the state of your physical health? What does it say about the state of your spiritual health if you're struggling to meditate? And there are many forms of meditation. I feel as though the masculine form of meditation, of sitting in stillness like Shiva for minutes to hours on end, is only one form of meditation. Dance is a form of meditation. Meditation in its very essence just means pure presence. You can be very, very present when you're washing the dishes, being present with the feel of the water on your hands. Be present whilst you walk through a forest and touch the trunks of the trees as you walk by them. These are all meditations. And contemplation is also a form of meditation. So if you're somebody who, like me, finds it very, very difficult to stop your mind from spinning, from thinking, switch from thinking to contemplating. Find something to think about, something that you actually want to think about, rather than allowing thoughts to just speed past your mind uncontrolled. Contemplation is something that I'm beginning to truly experiment with and incorporate in my meditation practices. It can be as simple as picking a tarot card, holding that card, and then contemplating that card, closing your eyes. I've pulled the Emperor today. What does the Emperor represent for me? Why do I feel like I picked this card? Where do I feel the resonance of this card in my body? What themes does it highlight? Where does this resonate in my life? This is contemplation, not, I picked the Emperor today and I think that means I must be controlling. Why am I so controlling? Like, everybody says I'm so controlling. My ex always said I was controlling. Oh my God, my ex, now my heart hurt. Like, that is thinking. That is allowing the tool, which is your mind. Your mind is a tool, it's a supercomputer. That is allowing that tool to run you instead of you running the tool, using the tool. Don't allow your mind to use you, use the tool. I think this is the very short message that I wanted to come through today. Just asking you why. Just asking yourself why. What is it that I want to do? And why am I not doing it? But leaving self-judgment at the door. Because, you know, so what? Why make yourself feel bad for not doing something that doesn't actually help? You know, it's like getting really mad at someone who's broken their leg for not being able to jog alongside you or keep up as you walk down the street. They're inhibited. There's something in their physicality that is literally stopping them from being able to do what is that they want, which is walk properly. But they're not sitting there judging themselves for it. They're not sitting there going, oh God, I'm a terrible human being because I can't walk. No, your leg is broken. You're not supposed to be walking. You're supposed to be taking care of it. And so in this time of awakening and healing, a lot of us will need to start asking ourselves the questions of what is the goal I'm setting? What is it that I want? Why do I think I want it? What will this bring if I achieve it? Because most of the time, the things that we want them because they'll make us feel a certain way. And not because we actually want to do them. Like, you may really want to go for a walk because when you go for a walk, it clears your head and you feel like you're in connection with nature and it helps you move your body. Whereas the same thing can be achieved by doing a very simple vinyasa flow in the morning, moving your body, taking deep breaths, having plant pots around you in your home, clearing your head with meditation and movement of the body. And that may be what your body, mind and soul is actually asking for, but you're translating it as a very masculine direction. I need to wake up early and go for a walk. Do you? These are the kinds of contemplative questioning that I get people to do when I'm working with them one-to-one in terms of shadow work coaching. It's asking yourself the questions. It's diving deeper into the layers of what it is that we desire and why. Asking ourselves why is so important. What is it that we really want? Why is it that we want it? Why is it that we don't have it yet? Because if you don't have it yet, on some level, energetically, you don't want it. So explore that. And you can just go forever. And sometimes I think that's why it's a lot nicer to have someone there to help be a reflection, a mirror for you. Because when I did this on my own for the past 4 years, this kind of spiraling, thinking, questioning, trying to find things out on my own, it's like I've taken everything that I've learned in the past 4 years about myself and about the healing journey, and I'm now pouring it forth. I'm pouring it forth with, you know, the information and tips that I give on YouTube, with the shadow work element, coaching element of what I do, with the ceremonies that I'm putting on, with the people that I'm working with online and in person. Sometimes we can do it on our own, but we're not always supposed to. And so with that, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. It's sunset now. I don't know if you can see it. No, not really. Maybe. But I can see the sun is setting, and I'm gonna go have a cup of tea, wind down, and yeah, see what comes through for the rest of the evening, see how it flows. But yeah, just wanted to drop those little gems for you. Hope you're doing really well. Hope you're living your best life, manifesting all that you care to manifest. I hope that most importantly you feel love inside of your chest. You feel loved, loving, worthy, desiring of love. And I'm going to stop rambling now and turn off my camera.